There have been many names that I have taken across the land. In the East, they call me the Beast. Rawr. In the West, they call me the best.
What the fuck are you doing?
Shut up. We're not done. In the North, most people know me as the J Blast Network. Some fools may call me the Gay Blast Network. But today, I want to go by the moniker, or I'm taking the name of the big man down south. Thank you, everybody.
What? Okay.
Well, that's like a sequel. That's a sequel to what we were talking about.
Welcome back to Staring at the Ceiling. What? Why, Jay? What was
this one is a normal episode. We did the list for the past 2 weeks.
The list.
Yeah, the list.
The
top
Schindler's List.
The only list.
No.
You
weren't supposed to say that.
That's
supposed
crazy.
to say that one.
That's
the wrong list.
Bro,
That's the wrong list.
demonetized.
Holy
That's
shit.
the wrong list. You fucking leaked that, you idiot. That's the wrong list. You weren't supposed to say that one.
All right, but this week, I mean, we got a lot to talk about. Just in the past couple of days, I mean, a ton has happened. So I think we got to play a pretty good bit.
So like yesterday, I drank a bunch of Coke Zero for the first time in a long time.
You mean the really
and
gross
I woke
stuff?
Up and I had really bad gas because I haven't drank soda like that in like years.
Well,
and
also
my
Coke Zero
like,
is just
no.
Coke Zero is terrible. Like out of all the sodas you could have possibly drank, you chose the worst.
It is terrible, Noah. But whenever I drink normal soda, I can only drink.
Are you a fat teacher? Are you a
fat teacher? No. Listen.
Yo, they always have a Coke Zero on their desk. Like the substitute teachers come in and in the corner.
You see Diet Coke more. I've seen Diet Coke more in my life.
And they always defend it too. They're always like, "Yeah, I'm losing weight, so I'm just gonna drink this diet."
I'm gonna drink this Diet Coke real quick.
See, like, okay, listen. I know it will give me cancer, and I know it tastes like shit. But like, I can't drink sparkling water. Sparkling water sucks. No one can prove me wrong on that. And I need that carbonation every once in a while, and it has 0 calories. So like I'm not like drinking calories.
See, I drink normal soda every so often, like maybe like 1 or 2 a week at most. And
I drink mostly water.
Yeah, me too. But the thing is, I just drink normal soda because I'm not a bitch.
I wish I could have like the metabolism of my boyfriend where he just drinks Mountain Dew and energy drinks and he's like skinny as shit.
I wish I had metabolism so I could just keep eating what I want without fucking getting fat.
The only soda that is worse than diet sodas is Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's god awful.
Hey, look, bro.
I sit here, stand here.
Mountain Dew.
You don't understand.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is literal battery acid.
Yeah, and it's good battery acid. Well, it depends if that flaming hot flavor is trash, but like other than that, it's good.
Like you don't understand the immediate joy of putting battery acid in you. All right,
I just imagine Jay sitting there on the floor looking at Mountain Dew like, that battery acid.
Maybe it's my Kentucky heritage, Noah. Maybe it's my Kentucky.
I don't ever choose to drink Mountain Dew. I just.
Maybe Jay and I just had different heritages, all right? But we are destined by blood to drink Mountain Dew on the regular.
To drink battery acid. Right.
Inbred. You're from the same
comments.
Well, I'm more so from Kentucky.
Going off of your comments, Jay.
What comments?
All the comments.
Hey, listen here, bitch.
Look, the point
I gave scenario. I didn't say anything.
The point is, Pepsi is the best soda. It's just clear cut.
No, Dr. Pepper, asshole.
Bro, okay, Dr. Pepper over the years has gotten worse for me. Like, I enjoyed it as a kid, and the more, like, as I grew up, I was just like, this don't taste that great anymore.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, that's your taste buds going away. That's your taste buds fucking getting corrupted.
Yeah. Actually, that happened to me after I got COVID. My taste buds got all fucked up. Now I can't drink normal Coke anymore. It tastes nasty to me. It
I
tastes
wouldn't
like
know.
fucking
I haven't gotten
puke.
COVID. I'm built different.
I got it, but like the only symptom I had was like shortness of breath and
I have,
also tiredness.
what's another like toothpaste? I don't taste toothpaste. It's very bizarre. I only get the texture. I only get like a scent of clean. I don't taste the toothpaste. It's
That's
very
rough.
weird.
You're missing out on
I hate,
I
that
I
haven't
hate
been
that.
able to taste
glory.
toothpaste in like a year, over a year.
I mean, but isn't that kind of a blessing? Because I just know when I get toothpaste and it like actually gets on my tongue and taste buds, like it fucks up my breakfast, like the taste of my
It does
breakfast.
taste bad. Like when you get the orange juice and you're like, ugh.
That's
Like,
why
it
I
tastes
eat
the
breakfast
aftertaste of the
before I
toothpaste.
Yeah,
brush
that
my
is kind
teeth.
of. I can drink orange juice immediately after toothpaste, and like, well, brushing my teeth, not drinking toothpaste. And I don't have that feeling anymore. It just
Did you not be brushing your teeth after breakfast?
Yeah, who does it before? A psychopath. That's
There are
who.
some people who need to go to work early in the morning, and they need to get get their toiletries and stuff
yeah.
done
Did you just
before
rush
they
your
go to work.
breakfast?
Yeah, like just rush.
Sometimes I like brush my teeth before breakfast, and then I'll brush it a bit after I eat.
So you
You know,
brush it
companies need
twice
to
in the
provide
morning?
breakfast.
Yeah, and then I'll do it at night.
I'll be thinking
So you brush
companies should just
3
provide
times a
breakfast.
day? That's a little
That's the
overkill.
recommended
No,
one.
it's 2 times a day.
No, it's I've always been told 3,
Dude,
asshole.
do not make me look this up
I've heard
right
2.
now.
I don't
I
know.
heard two. I
I've
don't
heard
know.
3. What the fuck?
I've heard two.
No,
I
I
don't
was
know.
brought here from a different dimension. There's no way.
Brush for
No,
2
I've
minutes in the morning and
heard
2 minutes
two,
at
and then
night.
I heard the
2.
freaks that do it after every time they eat.
You've been
Those are
you've
like
been
Don't
freaks.
be clean
you
that
have
way.
been brushing 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Your teeth cannot be that like
So
fortified.
it's not
Sometimes.
just about teeth. It's why you want to take a mint because you can brush your
Yeah.
teeth well.
It's like yeah, it's like
Yeah,
breath.
you can brush teeth well, but if you like out for a whole day, it's like it's gonna like you're gonna get bad breath, like or just
Shit
kind of
Yeah.
just naturally.
No, I mean, like I brush my teeth, I use mouthwash, and I floss. So I mean, my teeth are covered.
I don't floss. I'm not a baby.
Well, flossing,
Oh,
dude,
floss.
flossing.
Floss.
Okay,
I
I don't
floss. I
floss.
floss for
flossing.
Fortnite.
Look, okay, I used to be a part of the floss
Yeah,
hate
let's do the
gang.
Fortnite dance.
Hold
Come
on, no,
floss with me.
hold on. I was a
No.
part of the floss hate gang, and then I went to the dentist, and they're like, "Hey, you have a lot of crap, like just little gunk in your teeth. You know, when you floss, it gets that all
The
out. So just
floss
floss every
hate
day."
gang.
And then I flossed, and then the next time I went to the dentist, they were like, "Your teeth are perfect," and I was like, "Thanks, I try."
You were a part of the floss hate gang prior?
Like where
Floss
I just
hate.
don't floss.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
just
floss
called
like
being a
Fortnite, bro?
nasty bitch. That's what that's called.
See, you know what? You know what? You know what?
Brian just literally said they don't floss.
Maybe I like it when I go to the dentist and they get the little scrapey thing on my teeth,
I
and then I start
hate that.
bleeding everywhere.
I
No,
floss
that
because of
is
Fortnite.
actually awful.
That was one of the worst experiences in life.
Going to the look,
There
I'm
with
not
the
one of those
scrape
people
away your
who's
fucking teeth.
I'm not one of those
Yeah,
people
I
who's
don't hate
scared of the
dentist.
dentist. I hate it though when they force your mouth open. They force you to keep it open while they're working all up inside there, and you start to
I
like
hate when they
hurt a
get
little
that
Okay,
bit.
that
you
little
know what? I
scraper
hate
scares the hell
that.
out of me.
What?
That scraper they have scares the hell out of me
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's like I feel the sharpness of it and it's right by my
Yes,
tongue.
and it hurt. Like
Yeah,
it
it
just
Yeah.
feels
sucks.
like it hurts.
I
I
feel like
hate it.
they're gonna cut my fucking
It
tongue
sucks.
off.
I hate that. I hate the X-ray part, and I hate after when you have like a bunch of spit in your mouth because you've had your mouth open for like 40 minutes. So like you just keep spitting every 5
No,
seconds.
the only satisfying part of the dentist is when they get that little suck thing and they make you close your mouth to suck all the spit out. That's
Or
satisfying.
the water.
Yeah,
The
or the
water.
water. Those are satisfying. That's the only good part.
You know?
Everything else sucks. No, because the X-ray part, I just remembered when they stuff the things on the 2 sides of your mouth. Dude, I hate that so much. God, the dentist
So, like,
sucks.
I used to go. So I've had really bad dentists in my life, and I've only recently gotten a good dentist when I was like 18. And I originally went to a place called Small Smiles, and that entire chain of dentist like places, Small Smiles, was shut down for child abuse. And
Oh.
Well,
looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, they were pretty bad. I remember like they were pretty violent and forceful. It was pretty bad. But like then I went to a dentist in the Sears. Never go to the Sears dentist.
Wait, hold on.
And then now
Hold on. Sears has a dentist?
yes. Yes.
When?
Yeah, I never knew that.
For forever.
Wait,
I've had it for years.
we're talking about the clothing store
Yes.
Sears,
Yeah, the
right?
department store Sears, yes.
Yeah,
It
that's
was in a
weird.
mall. You go to the second floor of the Sears and there's a dentist office.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That
And it was really bad. It sucked. I went there from when I was like 8 to 18, and then now I actually have a good dentist that I don't feel like shit at, and they're actually like nice to me. Cool.
Bro, that would be like if fucking GameStop was like, here's our section where you can go to the doctor. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
you don't do that. That's not your thing. Let
Yeah,
other
I don't
people
know
do
why.
that.
I don't know why they had it there. It was just upstairs on the Sears. Like when you go upstairs in the Sears and they have all the electronics and shit, and they have like all the
Yeah.
vacuums and all that. Yeah, it's just next to that. I don't
I've
know why it was
never,
there.
am I insane? I've never seen this before.
It's been my life for years. Well, it's not my
That's
life
crazy.
anymore. But
No,
I've been.
I don't willingly go into Sears. If I go to a mall, Sears is not my first like choice of store to go into.
It's not mine either, but I had to go to the dentist there.
I cannot believe that. Were there just no local dentists around, or like, did your family just
Insurance,
decide? Oh,
insurance.
insurance. Yeah. That
It
makes
was
sense. Makes
insurance.
sense.
Yeah. Now and then like how Sears shut down basically
Yeah,
because they shut down. I was able to get a better dentist through the insurance.
solid. Yeah, no, I mean,
So yeah.
pretty much. I've gone to the same dentist most of my life because my mom's sister worked at a dental office, and
Yeah.
they're all very nice people. And every time I go to the dentist to get my teeth checked, afterwards, this old guy comes out who like runs the place, I'm pretty sure, and he's just like
Yeah.
really nice, and we talk, and he's like catching up, and I don't go to the dentist like, I go to the dentist, but just like it's a bigger gap than usual because I'm not in the same state anymore, but I go there and I'm like 20 something now, and he's talking to me like I'm a 16-year-old. It's like, bro, I graduated college. Get away from me. Just
You
check
also
my teeth and
kiss.
get out of here.
I remember I had to tell my
You
mom
also kiss.
Oh
that
yeah, of course.
'cause I was like, I think I was 18, and I was still going to a kid, and I was like, Mom, like I'm like 18, I'm like this big dude around these little kids, uh, and they just like they're staring at me
That
because
shit
I'm
is
fucking.
embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Yeah.
Mom, why did you not give me an adult dentist? Like she was scheduling the appointment. Like, oh, you want an adult dentist? Like, well, like I don't know. See, the same thing happened with the doctor too. Like I was 18 going to this kid's doctor, and these little kids just staring at me. Like,
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
For some
So
reason,
like at my dentist, so it's not a problem anymore because the dentist I go to now is like smaller, so like they can take us all in at once kind of deal, you know what I mean? But when I go to the dentist, I like even though I'm an adult, I still go with my like other siblings. So it's 5 people. Sometimes my mom does it too. But back in the Sears dentist, when there was a bunch of kids in there, dude, it would be an all day affair. You'd be at the dentist from like 3 till 8 p.m. It fucking sucked. But
Jesus. But no, just for some reason, the image in my head when Jay talked about going to the dentist was like the Elf movie, where like the
oh yeah.
Buddy the giant elf is like sitting next to a bunch of kids. That's Jay, right? It's just like this big dude and his kids surrounding
Yeah.
him.
He's
I
watching
don't know.
like Gimme the Tooth on the
The one
fucking
I went to,
TV.
the one I went to was especially bad. They had like fucking Lego, fucking sets and shit all over the fucking place.
Hell
Stuff like
yeah.
kids' clouds and shit all over the fucking place. It's just embarrassing as fuck.
Bro, I'd be shoving kids and like, I'm playing with these Legos. None of you touch.
They're playing
Now,
the fucking Minions movie on the fucking television.
hell yes. Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I
Well, I mean,
Lame.
like, how many times do you all go to the dentist? Do you go there
Mm,
every 6 months?
probably about once a year or so.
I haven't been in
Yeah.
2 years.
I haven't been in
Oh
a minute.
no.
But that's mainly because of COVID.
Yeah, it's because of COVID.
I'm just not like I just refuse to not go to that dentist because I know that they do my teeth well.
Bro,
I'm
I
afraid
was
I'm gonna go to
talking
another
after
one. They're gonna shit
the
on
whole
it.
time. I just realized.
You were
What?
What a
muted.
dumbass.
But I was saying what you said with the elf. Yeah, that's true. That's how it was. And the worst part, wasn't just the kid, but like the parents, because the parents are looking at you crazy. Like, I mean, I understand why, right? That you, but it's like, bro, like I'm just a kid, bro. I'm just trying to fucking get in and get out. They
Hello,
had
fellow
PSPs there,
kids.
uh, but uh, the fucking I learned my lesson with Dennis. Because college it took like 2 years to go in there. But when I went back, they were like, "Oh, you have like they said, oh, you have like 4 cabins. We're gonna have to do I forgot what type of cleaning it was, but it was like this
Mm.
big cleaning, and it was $500 for it,
Yeah, I
and they
know.
had to
They
like go
cheese you on
in. They
that.
had to go in. I
Yeah.
had to go in 2 times that week to get one side done each day, and it's that numbing shit they had to do, and it just pissed me off. And I was like, if I stay away, the longer you stay away from the dentist, the more things that can build up, and they're gonna be like, oh, we gotta do this to you, and they're constantly trying to get me to get this freaking uh thing you stick in your mouth, like this retainer thing you stick in your mouth,
Oh yeah, that.
and
What, to straighten your teeth?
uh, not that. It's like
Talking about
it's
the
some
night
like
guard?
liquid. No, it's some liquid thing, but it's like $1,000 something, and they show me the video, and like I sit there, I have to watch them like, bro, like the minute they say the money, I'm not gonna buy that shit. It's just no point.
Yeah.
And they're so desperate to get you on this shit, like, no.
Yeah, no. The last visit I did, I had this new dentist chick, and she was really cool. But we were talking about like flossing and stuff. She's like, "Oh, there's this device they have that like
Fortnite.
sprays water really fast. It's kind of like you don't have to floss, and it'll just get all the gunk out of your teeth. It's kind of like what they do at the dentist." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What
Yeah.
is it?" And she showed it to me on Amazon. And it was like $100 or something, and I was like, "You expect me to fucking buy this? You're out of your
Oh
mind."
no.
Yeah, see,
I think my
that's.
sister has that for braces, actually.
Well, I mean,
I
that's
mean,
for braces. It's just easier to
Yeah,
clean
I
that
mean,
way.
like, but it's a very similar
yeah, I mean,
thing.
people wonder why like people don't go to the doctor that shit often, and the reason why people want to wait till the last minute to go to the doctor for a bunch of shit is just because they don't want to pay. Like it gets too expensive. Like even you can have good health insurance, you still got to pay out of pocket for shit. Like,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
it's still
exactly.
expensive, like, very
Dude,
expensive.
every day I'm thankful that I never had to have braces as a kid. Every day.
They keep trying to get me to get braces, straighten my teeth.
I mean, are your teeth that bad?
No, I don't think so. But
I
they
kind
keep
of
trying to
fucked up
do it.
because my teeth were straight, and my bottom teeth were so straight, but I'm getting my buck teeth back on my top half because I haven't really been wearing my retainer because when I broke my leg, I don't know, I got stressed out and want to wear it. For like years, it's gotten back to the way it was, and they keep saying get a retainer, but then it's like 5,000 for like
Yeah.
500 or 5,000, or just like no, not doing that.
All right. What happened this week?
Sweet.
Oh, we're getting to that.
Um,
Oh,
We'll talk about
uh,
Sonic first.
yeah, I guess we'll talk about
sure.
Sonic.
So
Okay,
there was a gameplay trailer for Sonic Frontiers. It was the most anticlimactic thing, by the way, how it ended. But yeah, there was like a video of IGN, and some guy just kind of explored around the environment of Sonic Frontiers, like the island.
Had nothing in
can
it.
I just say fucking finally, like we get to see this fucking game, like
Yeah. It's
'cause,
been how long?
bro, it's been like almost 6 years since Sonic Forces release.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And
God, shut up,
what
computer.
Frontiers was it was revealed what the Game Awards?
Yeah, Game Awards last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's been about 6 months almost.
Yeah. Thing is, like, that was not a good way to show the game whatsoever.
That was an awful way. Oh
It was.
my
That was
god.
I'm so
absolutely
It was
horseshit.
very. It was very trying to show off our open world.
yeah. I'm so tired of that shit. So when it reminds me when Ratchet came, like had this thing,
Yeah.
and I remember I was like really pissed off with the presentation because they were doing that thing with Ratchet, where they did that, and it's like I what Ratchet games you want constant movement. You're swapping your weapons. You want to see the gameplay, but no, they're sitting there walking through the city. Like, ooh, look at their graphics. Like, bro, just play the fucking game, and it makes you think that the game is different when it actually is. And they're trying to do that, and it's like I just want to see the gameplay. That's what people, uh,
Yeah.
you know.
I
I
don't
will
want to see the
say
mobile game ad puzzles. All right.
I will say I really like I like how the game looks. I think it looks good, but at the same time there's problems with it. But what I've really hated is the fact that it took one trailer for the Sonic community to just immediately go after each other. Like there was that moment of peace. It's like fucking Avatar The Last Airbender where it's like there was just years of peace, slight
Somebody got
fighting here
doxxed.
and there,
I would
and
say
then
years apiece.
it's just
No,
slight
it was not
with some
peace.
slight battles every now and then, but it wasn't anything too big. But then this one Sonic Frontiers
Oh, it was
trailer or
big.
gameplay demo comes out or whatever, and everybody just starts going off on each other, and it's absolutely
Somebody got
insane.
doxxed for liking the game.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not
how
even kidding.
dare you
Somebody got
like the
doxxed.
game, dude? I know I forget the one guy's name, but there's one guy on Twitter who like was voicing his concerns about the game, and everybody just thought he was a fake Sonic fan. They were calling him like a fake fan. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
saw
been
all of that.
no one of the sides have been like really good because you get the. I'm just being real. Like I feel like the potential of the game. We can all admit that it's like the potential is better than Forces, and that's what I
Yeah.
like to see. That's why I'm not like freaking out. But people are freaking out. Like I saw one dude talking about like how like I wonder if people at Sega get like freaking like get upset when they have to work on a Sonic game because they because they know it's not gonna be like to their full potential or some shit like that. Like, bro, the game we just saw 7 minutes of gameplay. We haven't even seen the full scope of the gameplay, which I think they should just actually explain that. But people gotta chill. Like, this is not a force. People think this is like Forces. It's not a Forces.
Yeah. Hell no.
I just think you shouldn't praise the game like immensely from this one trailer, but you also shouldn't say the game looks terrible and it's gonna be terrible. Like, there's more coming, but it's also like totally viable
Yeah.
to be like, hey, this looks like it has problems. Like, hey, why are there just random grind rails in the air that connect to nothing? That's a little weird.
But
The thing
like,
about that, see, this is where the issue comes into play. Because the thing about that is, like, Sonic has always had this. Like, a bunch of this stuff, it just looks weird because now we looking at different angles. Now it can't control the angle that we're looking at, so we gotta like look at that stuff in the air. But like, I mean, look at Rail Canyon from Sonic Heroes, for instance. Like, if you pan the camera out, it's gonna look really bad
Oh yeah,
because
no,
it's just a
it's gonna
bunch of
look like
rails in
that.
the
It's just
sky.
it's weird in this kind of game to not have it connected to anything. Like not even like some kind of tower from one of the enemies or something, and like the rails spew out from it. It's just in the air. It's kind of
I
weird.
just think they couldn't do it for all the rails. There probably will be rails they can't do for all the rails, especially in that area because it's just plains. It's just a plains area.
Mm.
So they couldn't do it that much. Which is another problem I see. Well, I want them to fix is like one, where are the structures? Like where like this area
yeah,
reminds me of like
there's
Sylvania
no
Castle.
landmarks
Yeah,
at the game at all.
this area reminds me of Sylvania Castle from Sonic 4, but there's no like structures. And then two, I want to see more environments because like we just need to see more environments, and that's the problem. With Forces advertising, we couldn't find out there were barely any environments that were different, so that was happened with that. But uh, they didn't show them any environments, so when people saw Green Hill, uh, obviously they were rightfully pissed off because we kept seeing that shit for the longest time until like they showed Casino Forest in August or September. I don't remember. It was September. And so
Yeah.
people were mad. Well, I was mad, but
Nah, but I noticed this because I was looking back through the trailer like a little bit after it came out, and I noticed that there were like you could see like it looked like you could see the whole island in a couple shots, but there was some fog so you couldn't quite see it, and it really didn't seem that big. Like for an open world Sonic game where you're going very fast around the area, I feel like you need to have a pretty big
Well,
world.
they
That's
slowed down
the
Sonic, and then also from the things it's gonna be when we know the things it's gonna be like different islands. I don't think this is gonna be like fully open world because he doesn't say open world, he say open zone. So it's probably gonna be the different parts of the island are gonna be zones that are open.
Mhm.
Partially because I don't see this shit right on the Switch that well. So they're gonna make
It is
sure
on the Switch, isn't it? Oh man, this game's gonna run
it is.
terribly on there.
This game's Switch port may as well not exist.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be rough.
You better pray for that Switch Pro. I mean, I mean, it was running on the PC. Like I don't know, a lot of technical issues. The game was popping, so I think they can fix things. Gonna be fixing. It's a very early build, but they should have. Again, it's the first thing that people see, and it's like it's not. I guess the problem with there's no commentary to it. There's no like
Yeah, I
person
think
saying the objective of the game. Like we just see a guy running,
yeah,
like
I think
Sonic
the
running.
biggest thing is that we're gonna need to see what like is the incentive to do like pretty much anything. Because the way that they showed it off kind of just made it feel like a tech demo. It's just like
Yeah,
It looks like a
purposeless.
fan.
and
Like,
I don't like uh I don't like the fucking puzzles. Like I feel like my biggest, what scares me about the game. My biggest scare is like they don't know how to make this shit around Sonic. Like they make like they're taking Breath of the Wild stuff. But it's like stuff that will work in Breath of the Wild because it's just the way Link is. It does not work. For instance, these fucking stop and go these puzzles like this.
Mm,
This is not what people want to do with Sonic. Like no, I don't know. It's just kind of like slows the pace down. And it's not something
mhm.
that I'm not saying like it's a Sonic thing. I'm just saying like especially because they're super easy. They're like baby puzzles. It's like this is Zelda. Like
Yeah, like I'm watching it
the
right
puzzle
now.
of Sonic shouldn't be like stepping on shit. It should be trying to solve, get out. Like maybe let's say you're in a cave, for instance, and you're trying to find the route out of the cave or some shit like that. Like that would be a puzzle in Sonic that would be good. Not sitting here, these random fucking things. Like I don't know, man. I hope they do shit like that because I don't see any caves. I don't see any of that shit. It's just open area and like I like the movement, even though I'm seeing forces shit in the movement, and that's kind of pissing me off. But we'll just see. I have to see how it controls first with my own hands.
nah, man, my favorite puzzle, the one where you walk on colors to complete the board, and the fact that the person who was playing the demo fucked it up the first try. How
Yeah,
do you do
Like
that?
there's one where like I'm watching right now. It's just like one where like they run in a circle, like
Yeah.
around like something, and I'm like, I feel like this would be a really good opportunity to like have a lot of like if you were gonna have like the momentum based shit like in Sonic Adventure or whatever. This would be like a really good opportunity to play with that in like an open world setting. But I don't know.
No, that
I feel like
reminded me of. Well, sorry, what?
go ahead.
I was gonna say that reminded me of the section where Sonic grinds on a rail and just kind of goes up like gravity doesn't exist. And like people are going wild for that. You just see people bringing up Sonic Adventure 2 with like actual physics, and then you just show Frontiers where he's just going
that makes me
up.
mad
Every
because
game after Adventure 2 did that though.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what makes me mad about that. People, that's how I mean people are over exaggerating because like before this game, people would honestly keep saying like every time you see a Adventure 2 video or something, be like, oh well, the rail grinding's annoying, which is why they did that in Heroes and Beyond because people didn't like or people thought the rail grinding was too hard. And like if you were able to go fast on a rail in Heroes or something else because you had a boost pad, like that was the only reason. The rail grinding has been so automated in the games, and it's never been the same as SA2. Like,
Mhm.
uh, like you could do that shit in Unleashed. Like, you didn't need speed. Like people, I wish you had the speed. No, you know what you did in Unleashed? You know what you did in Colors? You went backwards on the rail and used the boost, and that was it. You had some quick speed thing to do that. It was never. The only game SA2 was the only one to do it, and people complain about that. Now people are liking this shit. Now people are gassing this up. Like I don't know. It's why I say I hate. Like it's like both sides are kind of like kind of annoying because you get people like that that are just I don't know. I feel like people are just saying anything now to like get on this game.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna
it's
need to see some kind of like explanation from the or whatever, because
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to see what the vision is here currently. You were gonna like regardless, you're gonna have a hard time translating Sonic into an open world game. I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty like clear, but I need to get like some kind of explanation as to what's going on.
We're gonna see the combat trailer
Hopefully-
tomorrow. So
Oh,
I really
we're
wanna
getting a trailer tomorrow?
yeah, we're getting the combat gameplay tomorrow, which I'm actually kind of excited for. That was one of the things I saw in the trailer I liked. But we gotta see.
Instead of
is-
doing like open world trailer, combat trailer, they should just fucking make a trailer with everything in it.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, they should just
And
did
then
that.
and then
They-
go in depth later.
They did
This is
themselves
bad.
a disservice by doing this. I don't know why they chose to go this route, because it's not like you're showing off a fucking I don't know, Breath of the Wild type world necessarily with this specific one they chose to show off. Like it's like I'm not trying to shit on the game, but it's like it's this landscape doesn't look particularly that impressive.
That's what I mean. Like, where is it? Like, I saw like Muda's video on today, and like he's kind of right. Like it's like when you expect an open world, it's like you want to play through the backgrounds of those Sonic stages. Like, let's say you're Emerald Coast, like an open world. I want to be on the islands that's outside of the main level.
Yeah.
Or Windy Valley, I want to be on like the other islands in the sky, or some shit like that. Chemical plant, I want to be in like be able to go inside the chemical water at like any point. Like, you want those areas in the open world, but this is just like, I hate saying like this is the hire me man fucking level put in the game. Instead of that, and like there's no structures. There's barely any structures. It's just the open world, and like I know running around at Sonic is fun and stuff, but there's got to be something, because that's the whole point of exploring. You want to like you see this shit, and you want to go explore it instead of just like having just planes everywhere and running. I have faith that there's more, but we're gonna have to really see.
It now thinking about it though, it kind of just feels like this trailer that they showed was like it almost feels like they took things out intentionally so you wouldn't see like the story or like the combat. And so it feels like that might be a reason it feels empty, is because they just took out so much so they could just have an exploring demo. Because I noticed in the demo there was like an enemy or two that Sonic passed but didn't really fight. And there's no way there's only like 2 enemies on the map. So
This has got to be way more populated than
Yeah.
what they're showing.
they definitely stripped it just so they could explore around, but it's like then you just end up making it look boring. Like you didn't do yourself a favor by making this the first trailer you show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, I think that's it's just weird. It's kind of hard to say anything about Frontiers. I mean, they're doing like a whole month of Frontier stuff. So I mean, you never know, but just right now it's so jarring.
Yeah.
Like we wait 6 months for information, and then that's the first thing they show us. It's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I feel like I could have
And
been
Sonic
shown.
team without them fucking up somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
She had one job, Sonic Team. God damn it! But there was another game that was shown, and we're gonna get to the big one here in a minute that like, just happened. But the new Pokemon games got a trailer the other day. Scarlet and Violet.
Get next.
Dude, they are okay. No. They're looking really good, right? Can we be honest here that this is
No, I
definitely
like
the
'em.
step they are taking, and it's like a proper
I like
step.
them.
Yeah, I like them. I think they look really good. And like what they're doing is really cool. So I mean, they showed off like a couple new Pokemon, which I don't have them pulled up like the names, but they showed off some new Pokemon. But like the big thing is these games are going like open. Like from what they've said on like their site and stuff, you can choose to take on this game any way you want. Like you can go anywhere. And I'm hoping it's like the Arceus way, where like you could go into high level areas and choose to try to fuck with those Pokemon. I think that's cool. Like
That'd be a cool direction to take it. I think.
Yeah.
That's a correct step, I think, to make it
Yeah.
more open. Not lock areas behind the main story or whatever.
mhm.
I think that's a pretty good, cool way to take it. So
And people keep bringing
I
back
just
up
wanna-
that
Honestly, it has the same issue They don't have in Frontiers. Where I'm just like, where are the structures? Where are the towns? Where is like
You're about to get almost none. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe like
I'm a little more
Yeah.
lenient on this trailer for that. I feel like they were just trying to show off like being in the open area, so I'm a little more lenient. They'll probably show towns and stuff in like another trailer later.
I
the
don't
only thing with Arceus is like
know how they'll do it. Arceus had the excuse of like,
yeah,
it's supposed
it
to
was
be like
feudal
in
and
the
shit.
desert,
Like
but I think
Yeah,
that
we didn't really need towns.
I don't know. It feels I don't know. I'm not sure how they would do a city per se, and is this going to be split up like Arceus was with like the different segmented areas or what?
No,
It's
it's
saying
just like an
open
open
world.
world with 8 gyms.
Yeah,
Okay,
and what I
You
find
just
cool
choose.
is a lot of people have brought up like the Pokemon origin style. I'm really hoping like when you take on one gym, they have a different set of Pokemon depending on how many badges you have. Like that sounds sick. I mean, just the idea of taking on the way that you want, you know? And also, this game has co op. You can, from what it sounds like, you can do this entire game with 3 other people. That's crazy.
that's interesting. I'd be interested to see how they balance that.
I would imagine you all have your own journey, but you're like next to each other. You can trade. Like, you're basically going on the same journey just at the same time, you know?
Maybe I'll play this one through conventional means.
Oh my god, really? No way.
well, you didn't switch for that.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
I can
maybe.
get a Switch. It's not that
Will
hard.
Will Mitchell actually? I mean, you can get a Switch Lite for like what,
I have to get a
$150?
Switch as a part of the agreement. Okay, it's part of
Yeah,
the
you do
yeah,
package.
you
because
smash.
Minecraft
Minecraft
You got about
Steve
smash deal.
came out and Sora, dude.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's
Mitchell,
crazy. Mitchell got all of his characters without ever playing the game.
okay, if Mitchell actually gets a Switch and gets Pokemon, we have to play it together. Like we actually have to play Pokemon together. I feel
Because
like
I,
that's a thing.
I will say the Switch Pokemon has been an emotional roller coaster because you had uh you had Let's Go, which is like I think that's like honestly that might just be the worst game in the series after playing it. Like I don't know what they were thinking, but it's like baby game. Like oh that's so bad. You had Sword and Shield, which is just kind of bad. The Diamond and Pearl remakes are good, but obviously you want like platinum shit, and they don't have platinum shit, so that's the biggest issue with that. Uh, but and then you get Arceus, which is like this new thing, and it's like oh, it's pretty cool. And now this is looking really good. So like it's been an emotional roller coaster. I'm glad that it's getting better.
Yeah, I mean they're taking their steps, but what do we think of the new legendary Pokemon? What is it?
I didn't like them at
Ball?
first, but
The
now I know they're
Koraidon and Miraidon.
yeah. I didn't like them at first, but now like I realize they're supposed to be motorcycles, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're motorcycles. They're all right.
Yeah, and one's
they're
supposed to be like the
okay.
past, and one's supposed to be the future.
In
Honestly, I
They're
terms
all
kind
of
of
right.
like
the
that
newer,
theme.
legendaries, they're decent.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Violet because I mean I know
For
the
the
chick is
for
in
the
the
Giga Chad Professor too.
I know the chick is in like I chick more obviously, but chick is in the other one. But like they got to represent the future, and like he has future shit, and the future one was cooler. So and it's purple.
Yeah.
I like Big the Cat, so I like that.
Oh, everything relates
I'm
back to
most
Big the Cat.
likely I'm most likely not about to buy this game for $60.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we all know
They
you
might
don't like Pokemon, Brian. You don't have to
well,
express it.
I actually do, but the franchise is pretty dead to me, to the point where I just don't care anymore.
I like the idea of this game, like doing Nuzlocks and being able to like take a different route every time. I don't know. It just sounds like
There's
really fun.
ideas that I like in it, but I feel like
It's a
buying
step in the
this
right
thing.
direction. It's not necessarily where I want the series to be yet, but I don't know. They're making
And I'm
correct
re-
decisions.
I'm hoping this game kind of shows us that they're trying to take new directions, especially because what is it the is it Junichi Masuda who stepped down? Is that who it was?
He didn't step down. He became
A different position. Yeah.
He's like on the
he's a
board.
higher position now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's
like
like a
I
boardroom
Or
guy now.
yeah,
um,
I don't think he was holding back the. I think it was a lot more. It's like a lot more that
there's a
goes
lot of
into it.
sorting.
Oh yeah, no, totally. But he was the
There was
director, so I'm hoping
they
whoever's
did
the
not
new
know how to
director.
program for. They did not know how to program. They did not know how to like
I think it
actually
was
make a
that. Yeah,
3D game.
It can
I
still
think
be
I think
argued they don't
I think it was
compare
that
show what
plus
they
the
show.
combination where they're like, I mean, like they're probably hitting the like they're probably already working on the next generation 10
The thing,
after right now because they have to everything has to match with the show. It has to match with the card game. Like there's so much that has
they
to
also
match.
don't allocate budget that well.
Yeah, it have to match everything. Is there? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're constantly being rushed and grinded. Apparently, working for them is like, from what I've heard of people working for Game Freak is actually like not bad, but I'm pretty sure they're like they gotta like hey, we gotta do this, so we can't add this. We gotta rush this out or stuff like that, and that's why we keep getting games like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphics have gotten better. Besides that texture resolution, that's
There's a lot of, I mean, it's still
that
not where it needs to be.
that
The pop
texture
in, the
the
pop
Yeah.
texture
in,
resolution.
It's pretty
that,
bad still
it's
Technically, this
still
game
pretty
is
bad.
just not up to par.
They,
compared to other Switch games.
yeah, hopefully because it's Game Freak and they use assets. Okay, that's what they do. All right, that's
Yeah.
their fucking MO. Hopefully, because they've got a base with Arceus and this, they'll keep building on it, and hopefully at some point we will get one that looks good.
By 2 console generations from now.
Yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
they're going in the correct direction. They were not before. That was 100% the like case, and now they're actually like making
In
fucking
terms of
like comic
character,
books where people want.
yeah. In terms of like character models, let's say they're better. Originally, I think it was just because the trainers that they showed initially, I was like, ew, what the fuck? But now that I'm seeing more like character models and shit, they look way better than that Gen 6, 7, 8 style they had going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Like that
other than the protagonist, everybody else looks pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Gen 6 through 8 style wasn't like bad, but it got really bland after a fucking while, and this is a better step up.
Hey, you know what? You know what else is a step up? Hey, look, there's some actual black hairstyles. That's crazy. That's
yeah,
Yeah, isn't
yeah.
that wild?
hopefully there's not just like two.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's not.
Bro, that can be like a whole podcast episode because I'm so angry at certain games for not having a style like that. Like it's like people are like, why would you care? It's not. It's especially in custom character. It's not about like wokeness or anything. People might say that, but it's just about like if I'm customizing my character, I want him the way I want, and he should be able to look like somebody that's like me. So like,
Choose between
no point.
military cut or bald. That's your options. Maybe cornrows.
Yeah. I won't. That's what I'm saying. They don't even have cornrows a lot of the time, and the afro be weak as hell. Like it's
Yeah, I think
something stupid.
Arceus had like 3
Yeah,
hairstyles, so we'll see.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah. Pokemon looks good. I want to see like more of the world. I think the Pokemon they showed off are decent, right? You have the Pikachu clone. There's a pig, which is the best thing ever, and then there's like an olive. It was fine.
It was
I'm still getting the grass starter. I still think it's the best one.
I'm not
Again,
a fan of the starters.
I'm pretty checked out.
I'm
So
gonna be
I'm not
honest.
gonna buy it.
This pair of starters is probably the best I've seen in a while because I didn't really care at first for the
honestly,
Gen
yeah.
7 or 8. But like these ones, other than the fire one, I like the water and the grass one. I think they're both pretty
I gotta
good.
see
You
the
like
final
fire one? I
evolutions
like the
because
fire.
I saw I think an evolution leaked for the fire one, and it looked really bad. So I gotta see the evolutions. Hopefully, that's not a
I'm gonna
real
see.
the
I'm
real
gonna-
one.
Look, as
But
long as
Usually,
the cat doesn't
usually
stand on
the
2 legs.
starters and shit leak early. So
I
yeah,
swear to God,
I
as long
hope
as the grass one doesn't stand on 2 legs, we're fine. But if it does, I'm rioting.
as long as the water one stays like Daffy Duck. I mean, I said Daffy Donald Duck. My bad. Then I'm good. If not, then like it's not getting picked. If it changes something else stupid, because
yeah.
I hate the ones and Score Bunny is the only good one that I kind of liked, but I didn't like. I don't know his evolution. I feel like it would be better if he was my second one was his final one, not like the way the third one looked.
See, no, I
Uh,
wonder how you hate that fire one though.
I just
It's
I don't
based.
hate it. I just don't like it.
He looks like Bubble Bobble, dude.
yeah, I hate.
Stop.
Oh, I hate the water one from Sword and Shield, and I hate the freaking water one from Sun and Moon,
Oh,
bro.
the lizard
Yeah,
motherfucker.
and the one from remember the water one from Sun and Moon, the freaking
Yeah,
seal.
that one sucked.
Don't fight me.
Love it to death.
I
Oh
will
yeah, we gotta
say
beat Noah to death.
I will say Gen 7 Decidueye grew on me so much it's now one of my favorite starters. I don't care if it's overrated. It's good.
I'm disgusted.
I don't care if it's overrated. It's cool. It's an archer with a little
Overrated.
hoodie. It's
I'm
awesome.
disgusted. I'm
Look,
disgusted.
just because it's
Like
overrated,
Decidueye.
it just means it's good. Okay.
I mean, wouldn't Incineroar be overrated because he's the
Like,
latest
appeal to
Smash?
look,
popularity.
we can say,
Appeal to
look, we
popularity.
can
That
say,
doesn't
look,
mean
listen,
shit.
listen. We can say
Okay.
Charizard's overrated all day, but Charizard's fucking cool. I mean, like,
Yeah, but
it's
he's
overrated,
the first.
but he's cool.
But he's the
Charizard
first.
Sure.
It's true. It's true because Venusaur's better, but he's the first.
Lucario's
No,
overrated, but
no,
he's
Venusaur's not
cool.
I can believe that.
Like, look, overrated is just an excuse people use to be
I
contrarian.
have a limit. I have a limit. I have a
It's just an
ceiling.
excuse.
I have a ceiling. Okay.
My
Yeah.
question is
Archer,
like, wouldn't
the late epic archer fucking owl is too much for me.
It's
okay? I'm sorry, it's
cool.
too much. It's too much.
wouldn't Incineroar be overrated?
It's too much.
'Cause
Well, no,
I just don't
because
like
he didn't.
Incineroar.
He didn't get into Smash because of popularity. He was literally made for Smash,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's not overrated. Because Game Freak made him specifically for Smash Brothers first, then Gen 8 second. So,
Yeah,
His model looks a lot better on that one.
I will say I
yeah,
warmed up to
yeah.
Incineroar,
You know, it's
but
funny how
like
much.
he's okay.
It's funny how like, people didn't like Incineroar from his actual game because Game Freak doesn't know how to actually animate like characters well. And then once he got into Smash, he got so much personality that people actually liked him.
What fucks me up is his model from the back in that game. He just looks so like his hands are way too fucking big. It looks
Yeah, it looks disgusting. Him in Pokemon looks disgusting, but him in Smash looks amazing. Like,
it's pretty cool.
yeah, he's like cool as fuck.
Yeah, no, Decidueye is cool.
Nico Man Cat.
Overrated.
Overrated is an excuse to be contrarian.
Overrated. That's an excuse to be contrarian. I'm not being contrarian. I don't like it.
Look,
it's ass.
just because it's cool and everybody likes
It's
it doesn't mean you
ass
can shit on
cheeks.
it.
It's ass cheeks.
I mean,
You know what
they're
else? You know what else is ass
objectively
cheeks? What fucking Typhlosion? Typhlosion. No, there it is.
Watch your fucking poor mouth.
Shut up.
There you go.
I
You want
mean,
to see
Flag
3D
was always-
Typhlosion? It's the most pathetic thing you've ever seen.
Well, yeah, that's because Game Freak
don't
didn't
know how to model.
I'm just
Okay, we
just
can talk
saying
about a lot
that
of models.
Flag
Don't-
Gator was always the best one. I'm just saying. That's just a fact. He was the best one.
Meganium gang, stand up.
Did you pick Chikorita?
No, I actually like Froligator the most, but I do like Meganium.
Get out of here. Kick him. Get him out of here.
Why?
You like it? You
Get
like
him out
it?
of here.
I don't hate Meganium, bro.
Bro,
You like
kick that
Littlefoot?
Curb stomp that thing, bro. Get him out of here.
No, fuck
Like,
that thing.
what's the issue?
It's like one of the worst starters. That's how. See, that's whenever people say, because I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're just a Gen 1 or something." Whenever you like bring a lot of new starters, kind of suck. That's like the first thing I'm gonna go to. I always go to like, look at this thing. I'm not gonna tell you that this thing is like a good starter design because it's like Chikorita is trash. I pumped that fucking piece of weed or whatever the fudge it is.
Animal abuse.
Yeah,
That's
that
too
is
bad.
straight animal abuse, Jay.
That reminds me, I'm like shooting a wolf right now in Red Dead Redemption. So yeah,
Oh my
Isn't it
God.
like? Isn't it insane how Gen 2 has like two really good starters, and then there's Chikorita?
Typhlosion is straight C tier. I'll say it. I'll say
Well,
it.
Yeah, because
You're
you got a
tripping.
terrible fucking opinion.
Typhlosion. When you have
No.
when you have 8 gens of fully evolved starters and a 9th gen coming up, there is a lot to go from now. And I'm sorry, Typhlosion, C tier.
No,
It's
No.
It is
Like,
average.
Okay,
little
first off, we need to fucking talk about how. Okay, you're talking about how there's so many gens now. There's so much to pick from. What the fuck? What do we got after Gen 4? It's mostly misses. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm saying.
mostly.
You're
ass.
out
Yeah.
of your
What are you
mind,
talking about? Like past Gen
Gen
4,
5
bro.
we had some
Gen
misses.
5,
think
the
only Gen
snake
4
superior,
I think
awesome.
Gen
This
1
one's
and
so cool. It's a frog ninja.
Wait, no, wait.
Greninja is one of the best starters.
I'm sighing out. Oh, it's a frog
think-
ninja.
I
Oh,
think only
it's
Gen
Owl
1
Archer.
and Gen 3 are like the only like
Wait.
perfect. Like all three are
Noah,
perfect.
did you just defend a Gen 5 starter?
Yeah, superior is great.
All of them
It's a
suck.
fucking
No.
snake.
And it's
Step on it.
No, it's
cool.
trash.
Step on it.
All of them
It's like a
suck.
royal
trash.
snake. It's cool.
Oh, it's a
Oshawott-
royal snake.
Oshawott had potential, but then his second evolution fucks him up.
I'll pick that thing up by the fucking
No,
tail.
I'm sorry,
and
his third. His third.
That's what I'll do.
Sorry.
Tepig just sucks. All of them are. It's like
They're not great. It's
Yeah.
misses. It's a bunch of
They
misses.
suck.
Typhlosion is raw as fuck in his sprite. Okay?
It's just
And then they
this like
fucked it up.
weird
then
lanky
they
creature
fucked it
that
up.
stands on its
And they
twos
fucked it
and
up.
has this weird pathetic fire in the back that's like kind of cool, but like in 3D it's not really there.
So raw in the sprite. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it.
It looks raw
Typhlosion
as
is C tier.
fuck,
I'll
yeah.
say it all day.
Looks raw.
Gen 6 sucks.
I like the fucking snake
Greninja
that I
is
can
one of the
throw
best
by that fucking
starters.
tail and smash against the
Gen-
wall.
Gen
Yeah,
Gen
no,
3,
Fox
Gen
is hot,
6.
Noah, but fucking Gen 6 sucks.
See, I like Greninja. That was like the only, but he was decent. That was the only like good starter. The other one sucked.
He's overrated.
Chespin,
That just means he's good.
He's
Chespin,
overrated.
Chespin fucking sucks. I can't. That was
Oh
terrible.
yeah, no,
It was
Chespin is
terrible.
trash.
And the other one
Delphox
is
is
like
hot.
the other
Okay,
one's just
that-
furry.
I'm
bait.
sorry. Wait, hold on. Can we go walk back to that? I'm sorry.
The other one's furry
Delphox.
bait.
I said Delphox is hot. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I
man.
just said. If it's furry bait,
So
it's
Brian's a furry confirmed.
furry bait.
Light fur. I'm a diet fur.
Diet. Uh-huh.
Most
Now,
people are
I've-
diet
I-
first if they're gonna be fucking honest. If you're telling me you're not gonna fuck Little Bunny, then you're fucking just a goddamn liar. You're just a goddamn liar and you're fucking
I mean, if
credulous.
you're not gonna- if you're not
You're
gonna
just
fuck
a fucking
Rouge
you're
the Bat,
credulous, alright?
if you're not gonna fuck Rouge the Bat, you're credulous too. Like,
But
yeah, especially
I-
black people.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not a furry. Okay, yeah, alright, I agree. Okay, we're
Yeah,
not
no,
furries here. Fucking
but-
look, listen.
look,
If you're not smashing Little Bunny, I mean, what's wrong with you? What's wrong
that
with
is
you?
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
For diet.
No,
fur.
I've
Rouge the
warmed
Bat.
I've warmed up to Delphox though. Gen 6, Gen
'Cause
7.
you wanna fuck her? That's crazy.
Gen
Yeah,
7.
I definitely warmed with the Delphox Noah. Yeah.
But no, Gen 7 has Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina's okay. It's not a
I
bad
No,
starter.
no,
It's
no.
okay.
I love that thing.
I sleep.
But
you know,
then,
I was, I disagree on Decidueye, right? But I can give you the benefit of the doubt. Everyone likes Decidueye.
Yeah,
because
okay.
they're all
it's the
they're all
okay,
basic
you
bitches.
you may not like
the lay
Decidueye.
epical.
No, you
It's
may
the
not
lay
like
epical.
Decidueye.
But you
but
like
give me
the
that.
water. No,
The
but you like
seal.
the water one.
Club
Yeah, the
that
water
thing to
sucks.
death.
Yeah,
I
Give me
actually
a fucking
like the
club,
water one
and
the
I'm going
least.
to go to town on that
I
thing.
got you. I got
But
you.
it's
I got
okay,
you.
meaning it's
Yeah.
better than other ones.
It's like a solid low C tier.
We're going
would
for
you put
fucking
it above?
seal meat.
What would you put it
Would
above?
I put Primarina above? Embor,
You just
Oshawott's Final
implied a fucking
Evolution.
seal was in the same tier as Typhlosion. I need you. Where's your address? Where do you live? What's your address? I'm going. Tell me.
I mean,
So we just got on Sullen for Docs and Sullen over Sonic Frontiers, but this is an actual.
this
thing.
is
Yeah,
important
yeah.
right here.
I'm gonna get
But
you.
no, I mean Gen 8 probably has the weakest starters. Like I've warmed up to Cinderace, but the other two I
They're
just
better
don't
than
care that
freaking
much
Gen
I
about.
7.
like Gen 8's way more than some of the recent
the drummer monkey's pretty cool though. I like him. I forget his name, but he's pretty cool.
You see, I can't even remember some of these. Okay, that's how bad.
Dude,
it
there's
is.
too many
Right.
Pokemon at this point.
I'm
Keep
sorry,
it
I
honest
meant
there.
Gen 9s. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about starters. Okay.
I meant Gen 9.
But no, Gen 9 starters do look promising. Sprigatito,
I like all
Actually,
all of Gen 9s. I like
Yeah.
So they don't fumble the bag on the fucking.
just
Yeah.
make the evolutions
on the
good.
evolutions.
I like all of Gen 9s, but I think
Oshawott?
they're just like all right.
Oshawott, they fumbled the bag. It was
Yeah.
it was gonna be so good. Okay, they were it was there. It was so close.
You'll
All
just
right.
always
First
be salty.
design hit. Second design hit. Final. What the fuck is a Samurott? What the fuck is that, bro? This thing is trash. What is
fuck
that?
is a samurai?
I was promised a fucking water fucking samurai, bro. What the fuck is this bullshit? Okay?
Yeah.
This is
Why
bullshit.
is he like? Why does he all of a sudden stand on 4s? I don't get it.
I was promised an otter samurai, and I was fucking let down. This is some fucking bullshit. Game Freak needs to get their shit together, okay?
Yeah,
Shit,
they could
yeah.
they could have
Then the
fixed
next time we got something similar was the fucking seal needs to be called to death.
They could have fixed it with the Hisuian form, but it's just like colored differently and has a different horn.
I'm fucking. It's trash. It's so trash. It's so ass.
I hate it.
I was gonna talk about one starter and I cannot remember. Oh yeah, Gen 3 is. I think Gen 3 is the only gen other than Gen 1 where like every starter is pretty good.
Gen 4.
Yeah,
Gen
no, Gen
4,
4,
all
yeah,
of
Gen
them
4.
are good.
Yeah, Gen 4 is all good. Yeah. Honestly, Gen 1 through 4 hit pretty well, except for like Meganium. They pretty well. What do you have to them? You know,
Gen
Infernape
5 is where it
still one of
really
the best.
started the Vulture.
Okay, look, hold on. So what do you think about Infernape? What's your thing on Infernape?
Infernape raw.
But not
Yeah,
overrated?
He's
But not
awesome.
overrated.
Infernape's raw.
Okay, so how is Decidueye overrated? How is Greninja overrated? But not
Infernape's
Infernape?
like-
Everybody
Infernape
guesses
actually-
Infernape.
What is
He's basic.
Bro,
Infernape?
Infernape's actually
What
cool,
is
bro.
Infernape? What can you call him? Like, what is he?
But
Nothing. He's fucking
everybody
nothing,
guesses
okay?
Infernape.
He's based off like the Japanese monkeys,
Yeah,
except
Sun
he has
Wukong.
like fire fists. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
raw.
he's cool. I'll admit,
Fire.
he's one of my favorite starters. But how can you call Decidueye
And
and
also
Greninja
Empoleon.
overrated, but
Empoleon.
not Infernape?
Yeah,
It's
and
like-
Empoleon too. Empoleon's actually my favorite from that gen.
Yeah,
actually,
mine too. He's
So,
fucking raw too.
he's raw,
I just think
he's
I think your
Gojo.
definition of overrated is biased as hell.
I think Turtwig
Listen,
is not a bad starter, but like compared to the other two,
I think Torterra's awesome though.
yeah,
Listen,
he's
no,
awesome.
let me just tell it. Let me break this down for you. Make it fucking simple, okay?
Okay,
My
okay.
opinion, based. Your opinion, cringe. There you
That's
go.
not how that works.
That's
Wait.
exactly how that fucking works. My
Yeah.
opinion, based, factually correct. It
The
hurts
word
not going.
overrated is cringe.
Yeah, you're cringe. I'm sorry, Noah. It is what it is. Okay, it's just how it works. Infernape is raw, fire, heat.
Crazy how Gen 6 is the best starter of all time with Greninja though. Kind of crazy.
All right, get him out. Get him out.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, I just spit facts here. He's so
Yeah,
he's so raw that he got his own
Spraying-
form aside from
spraying
Mega
diarrhea.
Evolution.
all over the
ass.
floors with these
Now-
terrible.
So,
Okay, now-
guys, I think we need a new fourth member.
Look, no. If we count alternate forms, Mega Charizard X is the coolest starter with the blue flames and the more dragon-looking design. That
Venusaur.
shit, awesome.
Venusaur is the best starter.
No, Venusaur is not the best.
Wait,
fucking
what did
starter.
you say is the best? Venusaur, you're out of your mind.
No, I'm right in my mind.
You know what was kind of cool? You know what Pokemon was kind of cool?
Hmm.
Well, other form, I should say. The Giga Max, whatever the fuck they called it, Charizard, because it's designed by the Godzilla monster designer dude, and it
It is
looked
pretty
actually
cool.
kind of cool.
Dude, how do they fumble Venusaur's forms though? Because both the Gigantamax and the Mega Evolution were just bigger flower. Like, bruh,
Yeah,
How do you fumble that
He
so
hit that
hard?
solar beam.
the Blastoise at least got like a third gun. It's
that
like-
was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but the big flower gave it a bigger solar beam, so she's live.
Trash.
It's just
No,
bigger
you're trash.
flower.
You gotta let it go, Jay.
I ain't letting it go.
So, for some reason, you just gas Venusaur so much.
Because he is the best starter.
That's
He's
so
always the best
false.
Especially
Literally- He is literally the worst of his generation. Like, you've already lost.
He's not the worst of generation. He's better.
You're-
He's better than
You're
Blastoise.
fighting
better
a
than Charizard.
fire dragon and a tank.
Yeah, you're fighting a losing battle. Okay, you're fighting.
You're-
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what happens in Dragon Quest? They cut down dragons. You know what they can't cut down? Venusaur.
They do every time they step on some grass.
He's a fucking dinosaur, bro. He's a fucking tank. Look at that. Look at him walk, bro. Like that's a beast. That's a beast. You can ride him like it's crazy, and he can shoot a freaking laser out of his fucking flower. That's a beast. Like you can't say that's not a beast. You know what I'm
Jay,
saying?
other Pokemon can shoot lasers. Other Pokemon can learn Solar Beam. Did you know that?
Venusaur is solid, but
No.
He's not taking the best this gen.
No,
is.
definitely not.
He is.
He's not.
Look, if
No.
Typhlosion is C tier, Venusaur's like B tier.
You need to let go.
No, get him out. Get him out.
Nigga, I'm about to get so mad. I
Get
get
his ass out.
Yo, y'all would hate me ranking Pokemon, dude. Y'all would hate me.
Let's move on.
All right, so we
Now you
Actually,
start
hold
wanting
on.
to split
Let's do Street Fighter 6 because I just got some images and I'll tell you what they are in a second.
Okay, but before we get into that, basically there was a state of play. There's a bunch of PlayStation stuff, and Street Fighter 6 was in it, and Brian just wants to like rush into it.
Yeah, okay. So, I just got sent a tweet. So that roster was not all of the roster. All of the roster images for the characters leaked. And, like
No
pictures
fucking
of all the
way.
characters. So here's your roster.
Okay, hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
Before we spoil the roster, we're gonna try to remember. We're gonna try to remember to put a timestamp in case you don't want to be spoiled on it.
Yeah. In case you don't want to be spoiled.
Maybe not everybody wants to be spoiled on it.
Know, like before you say it, so we know in here.
Yeah. All right. So.
Okay. 3, 2.
But send the pictures.
1. I know. Hold on. I'm just gonna say them real quick. Ryu, Ken, Zangief, Rashid, Juri, Ed, Akuma, and there's a bunch of new characters. There's just like a shit ton of new characters. And then obviously the other ones like E Honda, Blanca, Dulcim. We don't have pictures of E Honda, Blanca, and Dulcim, but
I'm glad that Rashid.
No Dan again, man. They really fuck. Yo, what is that Akuma design? Oh my.
Bruh, okay,
God.
so Aki, that's my fucking character. She's supposed to be the Fong replacement. She's like a Chinese assassin that shoots poison.
Yo, look at Ken's design. He looks so cool, but he looks like he's been through
You
some
guys
shit.
can't look at it unless you look it up, but you know.
Yeah, but we're looking at it though. That's the important part. But
okay, that chick,
Jesus,
at the top
man.
by Luke. I mean, I think she looks cool. I just don't like the hairstyle. I wish she changed the hairstyle. That's the only thing. Is the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, why is that dude Millie rocking, bro? Why is
What? What's
Jamie? He's Millie rocking. Why they got him in his art? Millie, what the? So okay, that chick.
Bro, I'm in love with Akuma's design. I want to know how it looks in game. I'm in love with that.
Yuri's design in this is so much better than Street Fighter 5's.
Yeah, I'm glad Yuri. I pray to God that they change Yuri and they take some of her 4 stuff and they, or even just like rearrange because like I do not want 5 Yuri.
We'll get into this, but judging from how they did Ryu and Chun, character's gonna be very different in this game. Not necessarily like fundamentally changed. Well, maybe. Judging from Chun. But so like for example, Ryu basically just got like a new move and he gets Denjin whenever. It's not just like a Denjin Hadouken super. He can just like charge Denjin and it like charges his Hadouken in his new move. And it adds more to him because like he can combo off of them and shit. And
Nice.
Chun is now a stance character, where she has a low stance and she gets different moves from her low stance and shit. So like, characters are going to be drastically changed from what we've seen them previously. So like, there's going to be like remix versions for the return.
I'm just glad Yuri here. The only other character that I can ask for, that I would actually like play a lot in this game is well, Kira. That's one. But also Sakura, which I'm pretty sure I'm 100% sure this chick she's coming in this game as DLC or something, because she's like a jury. I was looking at stuff for Sakura, and I didn't realize how actually like popular she was like in the street. Like, there's not even just Street Fighter, but like I mean, well, look, she's in Fortnite. That's all I gotta say. She's in Fortnite. And Bice is not even in
which
Fortnite
instantly
yet.
Validates her as one of the best members of the cast.
I mean, it does. No, what I'm saying, like, because you understand, Fortnite has like, and you even do the Street Fighter crossovers. It's always like Street Fighter 2 stuff. Like, it's always because that's like everyone knows Street Fighter 2. But the fact that she got over like Ken, Zangief, Bison, right? She got over those characters, and she's there. Like she's that popular. She actually really like she. It's because like back when she came out, Sailor Moon was really big in Japan, and like there were a lot of Sailor Scout characters, and she like represented that in the fighting game, or she was a big character that had that in the fighting game, so people liked her a lot, and they still like her to this day. So I'm pretty sure she's coming back. I hope they go into more of arcade shit with the outfit. It'd be kind of cool.
Man, my boy Dan cannot get a break with being in a base roster.
We see half of Rashid there, but his design looks raw. He
I'm
looks
glad Rashid is
raw.
back. I hope they
He
do
looks
actually
raw.
have. What if there's still more and there's the character from Alpha is Sakura. I can see that because they see that
It's not
they got one from 5, they got one from 4, and then we just missing Third Strike, and we're missing Alpha for like a character. So
But yeah, this game
It
also
looks like it's gonna be great.
well, hold on, that one girl is not Sakura because she's really young, and Sakura would be like fucking 40 years old at this point.
well, I don't know what girl. I never said a girl with Sakura. What girl?
Oh well, yeah.
No, I was
May.
saying, what if the out like if they had an out like if they're doing like one character for the other games? I was saying, what if that was just the alpha character for the base game? That's what I said.
Yeah, she most likely would. I don't think they're doing that though, because kind of know it now. We know the full roster, but because the other characters we don't see their designs in here, but they are on the website, and it's Blanca, Dulcim, and E Honda. So.
Man, actually
And
having a good starting roster.
Guile and Cammy too.
Man, imagine having a good starting roster. Crazy.
This roster's pretty nice.
It's just
Really
I
good.
mean, like the newcomers are carrying it, but like the returning cast kind of makes me because it's just a bunch of Street Fighter 2 shit. It's like, bro, like you couldn't pull
Also,
Third Strike. You couldn't.
at least they had a lot of faith in new characters.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're doing this because I don't think we're going to get new characters at DLC because they want DLC to sell, and like I think season 2 of Street Fighter 5 had a lot of bad reception. Not because like the characters were bad, but because people were like, I don't want to pay for this new. I want like an old character. I wanted, and it was all new characters. So like when they make these fighting games, like if you know it was Soul Calibur, you know all these fighting games, like all the newcomers will mostly just be in the base roster, and then the rest of the characters are all returning characters because everybody wants their old characters back, and that's what makes the most money. So
Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to see. Depends on how they handle the DLC and everything. But I mean, if this is the starting roster, then it looks really good. I mean, the game just in general looks really good.
yeah,
I just want to gush about the mechanics for a second. So, I like games with really strong universal mechanics of like just like really cool universal mechanics, giving characters a lot of universal options. And with the drive shit in this game, they basically did that perfectly. Instead of focusing on character specific shit like V Trigger, they did it like they did just universal shit. Like everyone has a universal parry, everyone has a universal focus attack. People can dash cancel after parries and shit. Like do guard cancel reversals like in KOF with them and shit. There's just a bunch of shit you can do with the drive system. And the fact that you get full drive bar at the beginning of the match, so you can actually do ape shit like fucking round start. What do they call it in this? Drive impact, yeah. So what drive impact does is it wall splats you even if you block it. So you can just fucking drive impact round start and make them wall splat, and then you have the fucking advantage because they're in the now and shit. Like even if they block it, it's fucking crazy. But
Dude.
I like shit like that. It gives characters a lot of options, and like no character really has anything locked behind a meter. Like, all they need is like drive meter and their normal like bar, pretty much. It's pretty neat. It's way better system than fucking what 5 has. Like this is inherently more interesting.
This game just looks like it's gonna be fun to learn, like with all the different mechanics it has in it.
Yeah.
My
There's a lot of
biggest thing
options.
is like, what I hate being that person when it comes to Arnold, but like, what the fuck was Arnold doing?
You mean
Ono
Ono?
doing? Ono, yeah, what was the fuck was Ono doing? Like,
I have no idea what the fuck Ono was doing.
cause like this shit is like completely different, like
Yeah.
from what uh we had before, and it's looking like much better. Also, just like in general, you know, I like the mechanic and everything, but like one thing I think is kind of cool is I feel like, you know, this is me saying this shit early. We never know, but if this is like that's like the actual single player, like going around and shit. I feel like this might actually like solve the content problem I was talking about with some modern fighting games. Uh, like that when they try to do content, it's like ends up being ass. So
Yeah.
maybe this is gonna Street Fighter Five gonna be the one to do it.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, six. I said six, and then it can be the foundation instead of Mortal Kombat. People to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna make us good single player mode like this. We'll have to see, but
You can see
this
why this game took forever with shit
I
like
would
that.
this feels like the actual next generation fighter. Like maybe because Guilty Gear was announced before, but Guilty Gear didn't feel like it. Uh, no,
Yeah.
KOF fucking definitely did not feel like that shit. But
KOF is like a fucking double A game, and while Street Fighter 6 is the triple A. Strive is
Street
also.
Fighter, it was like the first time, okay, this is how next gen fighter looks like. Yes, the visual and shot, the animation visuals are there, but like, not same.
Yeah.
And dude, if the
There's
trade,
also there's also apparently a possibility that Street Fighter 6 has a free to play version, which is
Also, people got to
so
stop
kind of
hating
like
on Luke,
Killer
bro.
Instinct, like how
People got to stop hating on Luke, bro. This nigga is raw. I swear to God, it happened with Jack from Final Fantasy Stranger Paradise. I think people just hate raw niggas doing raw shit. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. Because every time, like they get characters like that, it's always someone be like, "Ugh, he's so dude, bro," or some dumb shit like that. It's like, bro, like this is a raw character doing raw shit. That's what it is. If you're afraid of that, too bad. Like,
he's just
I
cool.
don't know.
I can
It's
get
more
not
like
liking his SF5 design because it was kind of weird, like his model. But his FS like his 6 design is like perfect.
yeah, I kind of like how he looks in Six,
I feel like they just want pussies, bro, for characters.
but
Jamie, my boy. Woo.
Yeah, Jamie,
Jamie is
I'm
peak.
hyped.
Jamie is peak.
He got me hyped about that shit. Well, I noticed the Sunday shit, and also he was doing like the moves he was doing, like because I played Virtual Fighter.
He's
in
like
here.
Yun and Yang and
like
Chun-Li in one character. He's bad.
I like playing Shun-Di, and I don't main Shun-Di like that, but I like playing Shun-Di in that game. Y'all know one of the mechanics of Shun-Di is that he can drink and get more stronger by drinking. You can stack like 30 of them if you do.
It's
can stack up
it's
30.
unknown how Jamie's exactly works and how it stacks, but we do know he gains damage boosts like Chun-Li, and he also gains like extra. The way they described it. Let me look. Because I have the PlayStation blog up right now. Okay, so yeah, he depending on the drink level, he gains like dive kicks and shit that he can
that's
do.
crazy.
So if you just start drinking and shit, like you'll get more moves.
That's gonna be interesting.
Which, like that's an inherently more interesting thing because you know what they would do in Street Fighter V? They'd be like, "Oh, his V trigger is where you drink, and then that's where you get half of his moveset or some shit."
Yeah. I mean, if this game is a free-to-play version, it'll probably be like Killer Instinct, where you play it and it's like you have access to a lot of the game, but you have like one character, and it switches out.
I agree. See, this is a game, honestly. Given how like expansive they made it, I would not feel bad paying 60 for this.
Yeah, no, it seems like it's gonna have a lot.
Feel bad. It has a lot. Also, like I rag on like the ArcSys weird lobbies, a little bit because it just gets tiring. Street Fighter 6 is doing the same from what I'm seeing, but Street Fighter 6 is just like looks cooler. I guess it's because honestly, like a part of it is that like you get to bring your creative character that you customize and shit into the battle lounges that you played the single player with. That's really cool to me. But and it seems like you also get to fight with that creative character in certain modes and shit. So that's sick as fuck.
Yeah,
And
it's
also
pretty
like
cool.
your creative character like actually, like looks good and fits with the game, and it's not just some like fucking pixel chibi shit. So
Yeah, the actual.
Look, if I can't
it's
inflate their
not
head,
pop. It's not like Pop Tropica. You know what I mean?
if I can't
Like,
inflate their head to like 5 times normal size, then I don't want to.
yeah.
But what else was at the state of play? You have
Final
Resident Evil.
Fantasy 16, aka maybe game of the year next year. I
Jay
don't
has
know.
been waiting.
Oh yeah.
I've been waiting.
Before we move on to that, just saying, best Aki player in Street Fighter 6 in the Midwest right here.
Oh my god.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy looked good. I personally don't care about it. I don't play Final Fantasy, but it looked really good.
I personally do care about it. It was the shit. It was the best thing shown there, and I think people aren't talking about it enough. I know it's not coming out till next year, and that's my biggest issue with that direct. The big stuff's not coming out till next year, but like they're going crazy with it because it's seeming like if you notice in the trailer that the summons are a big thing, like in this game. Like, I mean, there are games where summons were big things. Like the summons were big things in Final Fantasy VIII, because of GF shit, and also Final Fantasy X because of the whole story with that. But like in this game, it feels like they're really big because like there's like they have human forms now. Like everyone's a conduit of it. Probably what happened with the Joshua kid, and like the battles are going to be you controlling a summon, fighting another summon. Like if you saw in the trailers multiple times where each summon are fighting each other, and you have to fucking control the other one. And the summons look badass as hell. Like they went in with the dark fantasy setting of the game. The gameplay is taking a lot of stuff from Final Fantasy VII Remake, in a good way. Like it like mixed with Devil May Cry, mixed with like warrior shit, which is weird, but we have to like play it. But it looks 10 times better than Final Fantasy fucking 15. And it's just fucking like incredible. The graphics, the world, like this is Final Fantasy, bro.
I like how when they use the summons, it looked like kaiju battles. Oh, pretty sick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how it's
awesome.
gonna be. And they're like fucking up the world, and all you get these army men that are running around, and you got these godlike figures just like throwing out summon tsunamis and storms and shit. And they hyped the summons at the end of that trailer, so they're gonna be playing a big part in all this, uh, in this game.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
it
fucking.
kind of sucks you're the only one here who really cares like that much about it.
I'm
Yeah,
just, I'm
maybe
I
just
mean, I
saying.
care about
Oh yeah,
it, but I'm just
Brian
like,
too.
Well, I'm just saying, bro. Like this shit is you know, I feel like y'all should get it when it actually goes on
oh yeah.
sale. But it's fucking like we've been waiting. This is another one we've been waiting like years because it got announced. We got one trailer, and then there was nothing because we didn't get a trailer for a whole year, and he was like, "Oh, we want to wait to show Final Fantasy 16 until we know it's gonna come out immediately." Which that was a fucking lie because it's gonna come out a year from now, and probably even more than a year because they said summer, they even said date, and you know it's gonna be September. Uh, but like I think the wait. I wouldn't say the wait's worth it because they should have just showed this shit. But like it is looking like a really good Final Fantasy, which is what people were worried about because besides FF7 remake, the last few mainline Final Fantasies were all suffer from problems. 13 had its shit. 15 was just trash. I like 13 a bit, but 15 is just garbage. 14 MO, it started out with a lot of issues, fixed them, whatever. 12, really since 10, since Final Fantasy, which that game's still a bit decisive with certain people in the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
There has not been like a Final Fantasy game that everybody's like come together and the kumbaya and dance, sing like FF7 or FF9 because everybody is like saying shit now. Like people, I mean, there are people like 12 now, but from what I heard, people did not like 12 before and 13 shit. It's just been like ups and downs, and different a bunch of weird shit, a bunch of different stuff. And this game gonna be device too. It's not a JRPG. It's an action RPG, which I already see some of the RPG boomers. They're like, oh man, I wanted this, collect the crystals type thing, and I wanted the lighthearted JRPG combat and not this action RPG. I already see that, but I mean, I feel like this is gonna be a really good game regardless of all that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it is good.
Side note, I just sent the character designs for Dulcimi, Honda, Blanca, and Guile. By the way, just
Yeah,
play
so
them in there.
but
Guile looks sick as fuck with the bomber jacket.
but yeah, other than Final Fantasy, there's also Resident Evil 4, which looks
Resident
really
Evil 4,
good.
they have a strange thing with that game where they don't want to show Leon's face yet. I don't know why.
They did at the end of the trailer.
No, they didn't. They actually didn't. They kept his face shadowed. They'll show his like mouth and shit, but they won't show his eyes and shit.
Yeah,
He's always in the shadows. It's kind of
I
weird.
mean, it just looks
we
like
all
Resident
like
Evil
we
8,
all
but
know it's going to be the
for
RE2 actor.
Mhm.
Off to like older.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they're doing that. It
Well,
I mean, like we knew it was coming for a while because the Capcom data breach shit. So like
yeah. I just find it
But
crazy
every-
how
But it looks cool.
while this was getting announced, they just suddenly started talking about PlayStation VR 2 like it was a thing
Yeah.
that has just been talked about before, but like other than maybe
Yeah,
press
that's it.
statements.
and they kept going, and I
Yeah.
was like, at that point, I was like, that's probably the worst part of the whole thing.
But I was like other
This VR
other
shit.
other than
I'm tired.
press statements, they never really mentioned VR2 and they were like, "Oh yeah, here's Resident Evil Village on the VR2." And I was like, "The fuck is a VR2?"
Well,
I
speaking
haven't
of that,
noticed.
they still
I
haven't
just
shown.
heard
I thought they were
VR
going
and
to
I
show the
checked out.
DLC. They still haven't shown the DLC for that game that was supposed to release.
Oh. But it's just, I find it crazy. Also, can we just be honest? The name PlayStation VR2 kind of lazy. Like, come on.
There was
I didn't even
one.
realize there was
There
some
was
new
one
shit going
indie
on.
game that I saw that was there that was actually pretty cool, and it was that roller skate dodgeball. I heard the name of it, and I said dodgeball, the roller skate shooter, and it's like it plays like Tony Hawk, except you have to fight people, like and start shooting them while doing the tricks and shit. And it looks really cool. Uh, I thought that was like the first time that an indie game, one of these things, actually like got me hyped for something. But
Yeah,
That
it
looks
wasn't too bad.
interesting.
yeah, but that other than that, that was pretty much it. Just Resident Evil, Street Fighter, and Final
Well, I
Fantasy.
mean, they announced
16.
that Spider-Man's coming to PC, which I think is pretty cool.
I just found it funny because I know
That
people
gave
are
me a heart
seeding.
attack.
I found it funny because I
What?
know people are seeding and mauling because everyone's like, "Oh,
That
we're
gave me a
not."
heart. I never expected that.
Yeah,
I
people
Yeah, I
were
know, it
like,
just kind of came out of
Spider-Man.
nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, what?
But
just remember when
the modding
Uncharted-
scene gonna go wild with that game.
Yeah, when Uncharted 4 dropped or getting not enough PC, I remember I saw this video of like these Sony fanboys, and they were like, it was this dude was legit crying, bro, like crying, kicking and screaming because it wasn't a PlayStation exclusive no more because you couldn't go on Twitter and freaking gas up his piece of plastic. Like, the console war shit is so dumb, but it's really funny seeing these dudes like lose their minds over like I don't know playing this disc on a freaking piece of plastic, whichever one. It doesn't matter.
Nah, but
It's
like
cool with PC's mods.
Spider-Man on that system is gonna be really cool. I think like the graphical improvements and all the modding is just gonna be sick.
You know, I'm surprised we didn't see there though. I'm surprised we didn't see God of War, which is probably going to get delayed because I heard rumor getting delayed to next year.
Well,
Which
was it supposed to
means-
come out this year?
Yes, which
Huh.
means that Sony, as of right now, because this is their summer thing, they have nothing for the end of the year.
Well, I
with
mean,
God
they
of War.
they could have Summer Games Fest stuff, like the actual Summer Games Fest. They could be showing stuff. So I mean, maybe.
I don't think there's no other big exclusive they announced is like going to come out besides God of War. Like, and you know how they are with their big exclusives.
Yeah.
They're gonna like say They're gonna show off stuff, but there's nothing else coming out. So they're fucking. If they don't have God of War come out this year, there's like nothing for the holiday season. All we had all year was Horizon Zero Dawn. It's gonna be the year of the Switch because you got Xenoblade and Splatoon and stuff, and
Yeah.
so
That's
Dance
true.
Wars.
I mean, like we're definitely gonna have to see what happens after Summer Games Fest because that's supposed to be a ton of announcements, and that's kind of what I'm waiting to see because that's when a lot of stuff's gonna get revealed and release dates given to stuff and things like that.
Yeah. We'll
'Cause,
find
like,
out a lot more throughout the coming weeks.
I mean, right now the rest of the year isn't looking too bad. I think there's at least one big game every month except for like maybe October, if I'm missing
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mean,
Starfield. I don't know what's going on with these companies, man. What they're gonna do because they. I mean, like they still these companies still want that big holiday game that comes out of holiday season, so they can get people to go buy the console. Like, hey, yo, you like this game? Let's say God of War, for instance. You can get it on this console in a bundle or get it together. Like they want that holiday game, and Microsoft as of right now has no holiday game that's big enough. The Starfield's next year, and if God of War gets delayed, Sony has no big holiday game. Nintendo is probably going to show like Odyssey 2. Shut the fuck up, Malware Bytes. It's probably going to show Odyssey. Sorry about that, people. Odyssey 2. But like the other ones have nothing, which is pretty crazy.
I'm just glad that I have every like console I need, so I don't have to worry about the holiday season of people rampaging to get those things.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to
Yeah.
freaking fight people for that stuff no more. You know what's pretty funny? Actually, we are talking about that. I've noticed those reseller people don't go after PS5s and Xboxes like that no more.
I
I
haven't
wonder
really
why.
heard too much about PS5 shortage, but then again, I don't pay attention to it, so I don't know how bad it is, if it's still like as bad or anything.
I mean, you can't go into a store and find a PS5 still. That's
Oh
the
no,
thing.
you still can't do that. They don't sell them in there yet.
And you still have to have the queues for different things. As soon as one goes up, everybody goes hunts it down, and snatches it.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty good. Was there anything else during that state of play, or was that like that's all the big stuff?
Wasn't
I
really old. That was basically the big kind of shit.
I just remember that like they show off Street Fighter 6, this like really anticipated fighting game, and then they're like, "So let's talk about Tunic and this other game coming to the PS5." It's like terrible timing, guys. What is this? You can't
Yeah.
follow that up
That
like
was
that. That's not how it
basically
works.
that was basically discussed Street Fighter 6 time before FF16.
It's like, guys, take a
yeah.
break. Street Fighter 6 got announced. Here's Tunic. Have fun.
Yeah.
I find if you notice, I find it funny that Street Fighter 5 6, there's a PS4 version, but there's not an Xbox One version.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like,
mean,
there's Xbox Series, PS5,
I guess they just don't want to take the time because, like, I think Sony just is
PS4.
really hell bent on putting a majority of exclusives on PS4. Like, Returnal wasn't on PS4, Ratchet wasn't on PS4, so like a few will stay on the 5, but like most of them, especially third party, they're just like, guys, don't worry, it'll be on PS4 for all of you people who can't get a 5, so you
Well,
can at
I
least
think
get the
it's just
game.
people that still don't have 5 and they
Yeah.
need like they're going to be in year 3, and it's sad like people just really can't get this system, and it's going to affect software sales. And what's sad is those PS5 exclusives are about to face a bunch. Like if you notice, usually they gas up sales for these things. If you notice, they haven't really gassed up sales for any PS5 exclusive, unless it was on the PS4 as well, because it probably, I mean, they're probably selling like good for a game, but not the stuff they want, which is
I mean, you have a console base, and then it's like for something like Ratchet, then you have a specific group within that console base. So the sales just aren't going to be crazy for this console, at least for right now, I think.
yeah, it's just in really good. I mean, they're gonna. I mean, this is where they're gonna have to learn. They're gonna have to learn, like, okay, well, we can't just like do the same shit we did last time because if it gets out of hand, it's gonna affect our software sales. Because what had happened was that so many people, yeah, people were buying the system, but it was a bunch of scalpers that were buying the systems, like, and nobody was buying it from the scalpers like that. So you literally had like so many people having like tens of 20 and 30 PS5 consoles, and no one's buying software for it or using it because no one's actually using it. They're just trying to sell it at a higher price on eBay or some shit. And it fucked up the software sales. So the company got to understand now, like they're gonna implement something to kind of fix this shit for the next generation, because this is probably the biggest it's probably heard.
Yeah. I mean, it's just what it is. It sucks, but hey, just gotta deal with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think we've hit just about time.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we covered everything.
There will be a lot to discuss because Summer Game Fest is continuing.
Is that next week?
That is next week. I think the 9th, right? The
Let
big
me-
one.
let me check
And
real
then they
quick.
have a Microsoft thing on the 12th.
Oh, I got something to end it off on.
What?
A news. Morbius is coming back in theaters.
Shut
because of-
up! I don't care.
because of the popularity with memes of Morbius. So they're putting it back in theaters, which means we're gonna get a sequel that tries to appeal to all the memes, and it's gonna be even worse.
Sony's marketing strategy worked.
If he says it's Morbin time, I give up. It's not.
He's gonna
happening.
say it next
say it in
movie.
the
He will
sequel,
say it.
I hate
There's gonna
it.
be a
But
sequel that goes into the memes, and it's gonna be even worse.
Summer Games Fest is the 9th, and then the Xbox Showcase is the 12th. So
I think Nintendo's doing their own thing.
by the time we record the next podcast, that won't have happened, the Xbox, but Summer Games Fest will have happened. Yeah.
I think Nintendo's doing their own thing. I think.
I will
they
be
haven't even
gone
announced
for
that
2
yet.
weeks though, so I will not be able to join you on your Summer Games Fest podcast.
Oh, that's rough.
So for the next 2 weeks, I won't be able to.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, good one.
Actually, it might be 3. Let's see, it might be 3.
My God, how long are you gonna be gone?
Well, I'm gone for 2 weeks, but I have to do something family related on the 3rd week for my other side of the family. So and like my boyfriend's coming, so I might just like go with him that day. So I don't know.
All right. Mitchell, do you have anything to add?
I'm busy. I'm pretty busy.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, Jay, you want to do the outro? Just God, please.
I got the outro.
Oh my God.
Here it comes.
Okay. Thank you for listening. This has been the big. Hey, wait a minute. Wait, hold up.
He already messed it up.
No, I didn't mess it up. No,
No.
you messed it up.
Don't even edit that
I
out.
said I am the big man down south today, and you referred to me as Jay. So I want you to restart that and say.
I'm not gonna call you the big man
You
down
better
south
call
for the
me
entire
Call me.
podcast.
Call me right now.
Just
Call
end
me
the
right now.
in the
No.
fucking podcast.
No, don't end. No, don't end it. Don't end it. No, don't say it. Say it.
I will hit the stop record
Say it.
button. I'll do
You
it.
ain't gotta stop record button.
I'm not
Say
calling
it.
you in.
Say it.
All right,
Say
thank you for watching Staring at the Ceiling.
No, I hope
if you like,
I hope you're in the bed, because you've been staring at the ceiling.
None of that.
None of that. Hope you guys enjoy. Check us out in the description, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we will see y'all.
Soon
next
we'll be on
week.
Spotify.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you next week. Bye.